Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, classmates. Today, I am going to discuss the first part of Foundation of Business Intelligence, Databases and Information Management. So, here is my outline. First, the opening case, followed by organizing in traditional file environment, file organization concepts, problems with traditional file environment, database approach to data management, capabilities of data management systems, designing databases, using databases to improve business performance and decision making, data warehouses, tools for business intelligence, multidimensional data analysis, and data mining. So let us have a brief discussion in a opening case. R. Donnelly tries to master its data. Chicago-based R. Donnelly is a giant commercial printing and service company providing printing services, forms and labels, direct mail, and other services. The company's recent expansion has been fueled by a series of acquisitions, including commercial printer Moore Wallace in 2005 and printing and supply chain management company Banta in January 2007. R. Donnelly's revenue has jumped from 2.4 billion US dollar in 2003 to over 9.8 billion today in a US dollar. However, all that growth created information management challenges. Donnelly had to use time-consuming manual processes to reconcile the data stored in multiple systems in order to get a clear enterprise-wide picture of each of its customers, since they might be doing business with several different units of the company. To solve this problem, R. Donnelly turned to master data management, or MDM. So master data management seeks to ensure that an organization does not use multiple versions of the same piece of data in different parts of its operations by merging disparate records into a single authenticated master file. So let us discuss the organizing in traditional file environment. An effective information system provides users with accurate, timely, and relevant information. Accurate information is free of errors. Here in our illustration, we can see the business challenges. The business challenges are the rapid expansion through acquisitions, lack of customer knowledge, fragmented customer data. So, to address these business challenges, the business should have the three elements, which are the management, where it can centralize the data, establish data governance rules and procedures, and the organization, where we can standardize the data definitions, cleanse and reconcile data, and third is the technology, where it can design master data file, implement Purissima Data Hub. So all of these three elements can be concise in one information system where we can consolidate customer and vendor data, identify customers and sales opportunities. So with the information system, we can come up to a business solution. So the business solutions can be increase revenue or increase the productivity. And the next slide. So let us study the file organization concepts. So a computer system organizes data in a hierarchy that starts with bits and bytes and progresses to fields, records, files, and databases. So we have here the data hierarchy. It starts with a bit. So the bit represents a 0 or a 1. And bits can be grouped to form a byte to represent a one character, number, or symbol. And then the bytes can be grouped to form a field. And related fields can be grouped to form a record. So in the record, we already have the student ID, the course, the date, and the grade. So related records can be collected to form a file. So in a file, we already have different information of different students. So we have here the three examples of the information of three students, their student ID, course date, and grade. And lastly, related files can be organized into a database. So in a database, this is where all the information of each students are divided in a different file. So we have here in database, we have the course file, personal file, and financial file of each students. Okay. So next, problems with the traditional file environment. So in most organizations, system tended to grow independently without a company-wide plan. So the accounting, finance, manufacturing, human resources, and sales and marketing all develop their own systems and data files. So traditional file approach to file processing encourages each functional area in a corporation to develop specialized applications. So for example, each functional, the finance, accounting, human resources, each application requires a unique data file that is likely to be a subset of the master file. The subsets of the master file lead to data redundancy and inconsistency, processing inflexibility, and wasted storage resources. Uh, uh, So here are the problems with the traditional file environments. First is the data redundancy. So data redundancy is the presence of duplicate data in multiple data files so that the same data are stored in more than place or location. Also, data redundancy occurs when different groups in an organization independently collect the same piece of data and stores it independently of each other. And data redundancy also wastes storage resources and also leads to data inconsistency, where the same attribute may have a different values. So we also have the program data dependence. Program data dependence refers to the coupling of data stored in files and the specific programs required to update and maintain those files such that changes in programs require changes to the data. So meaning if our laptop or computers needs to reprogram, then your data file in a laptop or computer might be deleted during the reprogramming, might be removed during the activities of the programming of your computer. It's a what we call program data dependence. So next we have the lack of flexibility. The information required by ad hoc request. So for example, there's an unexpected request for a particular data. So several programmers might have to work for weeks or to put uh, to put together the required data items in a new file. So meaning it takes time to retrieve or to find the requested data or requested file by the requestor. So we also have the poor security. So poor security, it can the management may have no way of knowing who is accessing or even making changes to the organization's data. Meaning there is no notification if there's someone accessing their data in their information system. So next is we have also the lack of data sharing and availability. So because pieces of information in different files in different parts of the organization cannot be related to one another, it is virtually impossible for information to be shared or accessed in a timely manner. So the requester may not want to use these systems because they cannot trust the accuracy of their data. Next, database approach to data management. Database technology cuts through many of the problems of traditional file organization. A more rigorous definition of a database is a collection of data organized to serve many applications efficiently by centralizing the data and controlling redundant data. So, ibig sabihin, rather than storing the data in a separate files for each application, uh, data are stored so as to appear to users as being stored in only one location. So, database management systems. Database management systems or DBMs is software that permits an organization to centralize data, manage them efficiently, and provide access to the stored data by application programs. The database management software makes the physical database available for different logical views required by a user. So, meaning all these views are stored in a single database where they can be more easily managed by the organization. So, in a human resources database, all the information of one employee are all stored in a one file. But in database management, we can make a different view or file of each employee. So, for example, here in our illustration, we have the benefits view and payroll view. So, for example, if we want to uh, see or we want to look for the benefits of that particular employee, we can go to benefits view. So we can see there the name, SSN, and the healthcare, same as the payroll view. Next, capabilities of database management. A database management system includes capabilities and tools for organizing, managing, and accessing the data in database. DBMs, DBMS have a data definition capability to specify the structure of the content of the database. It would be used to create database tables and to define the characteristics of the fields in each table. This information about the database would be documented in a data dictionary. Next, we have here the example. So, a data dictionary is an automated or manual file that stores definition of data elements and their characteristics. So we can see here, for example, if we click the supplier name in a lower portion, we can see the general. So we have there the field size, format, input mask, caption, default value, and so on. So that's the data dictionary. So next, designing databases. The database requires both a conceptual design and a physical design. The conceptual or logical design of a database is an abstract model of the database from a business perspective, whereas the physical design shows the database is arranged on direct access storage devices. So using database to improve business performance and decision making. Business use their databases to keep track of basic transactions such as paying suppliers, processing orders, keep track of customers, and paying employee. So they also need databases to provide information that will help the company run the business more efficiently and help managers and employees make better a decision. So next is the entity relationship diagram. So according to the illustration, one order can contain many line items and part can be ordered many times and appear many times as a line item in a single order. So each part can have only one supplier but many parts can be provided by the same supplier. So for us to have a uh, deeper or deeper understanding in this illustration, I provided another example in the next slide. So here we have, uh, according to what I have mentioned earlier, uh, one order can contain many line items. So what this illustration is one order. So this is a under of one PO or purchase order. So this one order can contain a four line item. So here we have a one, two, three, and four line items. And the part, here is the part or the item, can be ordered many times and appear many times as a line item in a single order. So here it is. Each part can have only one supplier. So these four parts that have been ordered uh, has a only one supplier. So the supplier name is ABC Industrial Solutions Inc. So the purpose of this is for us to determine when it was awarded to the company, when it when is the requested delivery date and the actual delivery date. We can also able to see the amount of each item or each part. So that's the purpose of this relationship diagram. Next, we have also the data warehouses. A data warehouse is a database that stores current and historical data of potential interest to decision makers throughout the company. The data originate in many core operational transaction systems, such as system for sales, customer accounts, and manufacturing, and may include data from website transactions. So we have the internal data sources. Internal data sources are the operational data, customer, manufacturing, and historical data. And also, we have the external data sources. All of this can be extracted and transformed into data warehouses. So, data warehouse provide information directory. Also, data can be accessed and analyzed by the management. So this we can uh, analyze here the data we need for decision making and for the project. So we have the queries and reports, OLAP, and data mining here. Next slide. Data marts. A data mart is a subset of a data warehouse in which a summarized or highly focused portion of the organization's data is placed in a separate database for a specific population of users. So meaning data marts, this is a small portion of the data warehouses. This is where they store the data they want for analyzation, analytical reading, for example, for the particular projects. So this is more focused in information that the management needed. So tools for business intelligence, multidimensional data analysis and data mining. Business intelligence tools enable users to analyze data to see new patterns, relationships, and insights that are useful for guiding decision making. Principal tools for business intelligence include software for database querying and reporting tools for multidimensional data analysis, online analytical processing, and tools for data mining. So what is analytical processing? So online analytical processing or OLAP supports multidimensional data analysis, enabling user to view the same data in different ways using multiple dimensions. Each aspects of information, product, pricing, cost, region, or time period represents a different dimension. So we have also a data mining. Data mining provides insight into corporate data that cannot be obtained with OLAP by finding hidden patterns and relationships in large databases and inferring rules from them to predict future behavior. So also the patterns and rules are used to guide decision making and forecast the effect of those decisions. So with the data mining, we can make the management can make a better decision, and they can also forecast the effect of those decision for their projects. So that's all, sir and classmates. Thank you. And here is my reference.